And the Debt Respite Scheme, also known as breathing space, became law in England and Wales on May 4th, 2021. This scheme provides temporary relief to individuals struggling with debt. It gives them time to seek advice and find a solution for their financial problems. The scheme is designed to help people get back on their feet without facing overwhelming pressure from creditors. The Debt Respite Scheme is particularly relevant for those in the rental market. It offers a way for tenants facing financial hardship to seek help without the immediate threat of eviction for rent arrears. This breathing space allows them time to organize their finances and explore options to address their debts. Landlords and letting agents need to understand this scheme and its implications. It impacts how they handle rent arrears and interact with tenants who have activated a breathing space. Being aware of the rules and regulations ensures they act appropriately and within the legal framework. This guide will explain the key aspects of the Debt Respite Scheme, focusing on its relevance to landlords and letting agents. It aims to provide a clear understanding of the scheme's purpose, the different types of breathing spaces, and the responsibilities of each party involved. There are two types of breathing space available under the scheme: standard breathing space and mental health crisis breathing space. Each type has its own eligibility criteria and duration. Standard breathing space offers individuals struggling with debt up to 60 days of legal protection from creditor actions. To be eligible, the individual must be struggling to manage their debts and seek debt advice from a qualified debt advisor. This advisor will then assess their situation and determine if a breathing space is appropriate. Mental health crisis. Breathing space is specifically for individuals receiving mental health crisis treatment. This could include hospitalization or being under the care of a crisis team. This breathing space provides protection from creditor actions for the duration of their treatment, plus an additional 30 days. An approved mental health professional, such as a psychiatrist or approved mental health worker, can certify the individual's eligibility for this type of breathing space. The individual or a representative acting on their behalf can then apply for the mental health crisis breathing space. Once a breathing space is in place, both the debtor and creditors have certain responsibilities. For debtors, they must continue to make payments for ongoing liabilities, such as rent, mortgage payments, and utility bills. They should also engage with their debt advisor to find a long-term solution for their debts. It's important to note that debtors are also restricted from taking on new credit exceeding £500 during the breathing space period. Creditors, including landlords, must cease all collection activity once notified of a breathing space. This includes contacting the debtor about the debt, adding interest or charges to the debt, and taking any legal action to recover the debt. They must also update their records and systems to reflect the breathing space. It's crucial for landlords and letting agents to understand that they cannot serve a Section 8 notice for rent arrears during the breathing space period. However, they can still serve a Section 21 notice if they wish to end the tenancy for other reasons. A breathing space automatically ends after the specified period, which is either 60 days for standard breathing space or 30 days after the mental health crisis treatment ends for mental health crisis breathing space. During this time, a creditor can challenge the breathing space if they believe the debtor provided false information or if their circumstances change. They must provide evidence to support their claim. Similarly, debtors can request a review of their breathing space if their circumstances change. Once the breathing space ends, normal debt collection activity can resume. However, the creditor must take into account any payment plan or agreement made during the breathing space. Understanding the Debt Respite Scheme is crucial for landlords and letting agents to handle rent arrears effectively and responsibly while supporting tenants facing financial difficulties. It's important to remember that this scheme is designed to help people get back on track financially, and cooperation from all parties is essential for its success. For further clarification or specific situations, seek professional advice from a qualified legal advisor.